I don't think it's my role to, sit there and sort of treat people in a manner because of their circumstances. I'm really big on just treating everyone the same. And Harry is, he's already entrenched himself in the history of this football club. He's a very important part. He's the premier striker, one of the premier strikers in the world, and I want him involved here. My conversation with him will be about how we can make this club successful. And I've got no doubt that that's what he wants as well. It's not going to be a conversation where, we walk out of that room, we've got sort of an understanding, because I don't want that kind of conversation. What I want is to introduce myself to Harry, to give him a sort of vision for the football club, to get an understanding from him of what he thinks this football club needs to be successful. And we go on that training pitch and trying to make it happen. Yeah, Tanguy's been good. He's working hard at training. But to be fair, they all are. They've got no option. Again, I take things as I see them, and for me, he's obviously a very talented footballer. He was part of a team that won the Serie A last year. So, and within that context, I'm pleased to have him here and part of the group. What that means long term, again, I'm not going to get into the definites of that, because a lot of that will depend on sort of how the team shape up, how he shapes up. He may decide this is not for him. I'm not sure. It goes for any player, but like I said, the group we've had in so far have been really good in just embracing the change in direction and the way we're doing things. And as I said, once we get all the other guys in, it'll be great to see how everyone measures up, and the decisions will be made. Not at the moment. We do have a couple who obviously. Rodrigo Bentancur has obviously got his injury. He's still a little bit off. Fraser Foster's got a bit of a back injury, which probably means he won't travel because he won't be able to participate. There's a couple of others who are kind of touch and go at the moment. We'll just see how they go next few days. It's about taking guys. I mean, for me, it's I'd really like as many of the group along as possible, because it's the best way to figure out how we set up our environment and sort of the culture around the group if everyone's there. No, I haven't had any assurances, and I wouldn't expect any assurances, because again, with these kind of things, you're never dealing in definites or, in certainties in anything in life. So, and I've never, again, it's just my nature that I kind of go along and try and concentrate on the things that I know right now. And what I know right now is that, Harry's part of this squad, and, he's looking forward to coming back to training and getting amongst the players and back in here, and we start working together. No, look, I think in terms of the squad, as I said, it's fair to say, I think the reason that I'm here is because, the club is seeking change, change in direction, change in, the way we do things, and that usually transpires in the change in personnel, squad and players and staff. And, within that context, my role right at this minute is to deal with what's in front of me, the certainties I have, knowing that there are going to be many uncertainties, and trying to tick off one by one, the path forward for us, and that is, what our squad's going to look like. May take a little while until the season starts before we have clarity on that, but within that, I can't wait for that moment to start working. We've started already. Just about that, just about being open-minded and sort of not being bogged down too much by expectation or like I said, history. Just understand that we are going to go down a different road, do things differently. Not because, I think it's better, because it's me. That's who I am. I'm different to the other managers that have been here, and I'll do things my way. And the more we have people have buy-in with that, the quicker we'll get to where we want to, because when there is resistance, it just slows the process down. But what I've made clear is it won't change the process. It won't change where we're going. It won't change me. It won't change the way we do things. It'll just maybe derail it for a little bit, and it won't derail it for long, because I won't allow it. So the quicker they sort of jump on the train, the quicker we'll get to our destination. So that's been my message, and again, allowing people to sort of be themselves as much as possible, because when somebody new comes in the building, I don't want people to sort of be that uptight that I don't see the real them, and I try and hopefully put people at ease so they can be themselves, and then we can sort of create the kind of environment that hopefully allows us to do what we need to do.